Hey, everybody. Hi. It's Friday the 13th. What are you doing? Um, I'm just sitting here. My husband's watching the end of an apocalyptic movie, and I thought we could have a little chat about what it takes to take care of yourself when things are rough. And so, hi, Rosemary. How are you? Hi, Angie. I just saw you guys a few minutes ago. I was sitting here. I've had a good day. I had a good day at work, and I had a good day with my friends over on Facebook. And, in my microcosm, things seem fine. But when you turn the news on, we know that in our country, things are pretty chaotic, much like life in general. So we all know that things are kind of crazy. Hi, Rosemary. I'm so glad I made your day better. Things are kind of crazy, and as Americans right now, we're dealing with something that we've never had to deal with before. So, what does that mean for taking care of ourselves? And I am one of those people that when I get stressed out, I go for stress eating. Eating in the temporary makes me feel better. In the long run, it makes me feel like crap, to be to be honest. And I think over the last couple of years, I've identified that uh, when things get tough, Amy goes to McDonald's. Okay. And maybe you guys can identify with this. We are, facing something that we haven't had to face before as Americans, and we don't really know what to do with that. And plus, a lot of us, like, it's Friday night and I'm home. Normally on date night, we try to go out or we try to do, something. Um, my husband is in a stressful situation with church. I'm in a stressful situation with work and have been fielding family and work phone calls all day. And Denise says, food doesn't cure everything. And I think that that is exactly the point that when, you know, the crap hits the fan, what are our coping mechanisms? And if it is food, if it is overeating, if it is binge eating, if it is stress eating, we need to really evaluate our coping mechanisms. And I think that if you guys are like me, you go into a I don't care. The world is ending, things are stressful or whatever. When we speak the truth to ourselves, we know that we're in for a stressful period. A lot of stressful periods do rectify and they do end at some point. Unfortunately, some of us go through stress for a long period of time. So we neglect ourselves and our self care for a long period of time. And then what we find is not only do we have things like anxiety and stress, caregiver stress, mental health issues, that sort of thing, our bodies are breaking down as well. And I think for me, this week has been a call to, first of all, sobriety and not letting the anxiety, get to me to a point where I'm crawled up in a ball somewhere, right? Um, and then also that idea of, I need to take care of myself because honestly, there's no one that can take care of me better than me taking care of myself. Okay, I'm not sick right now. I have the ability to take care of myself. And so Anna says, I've been craving a bacon cheeseburger. Right. And you don't want to model that in front of your son. That's right. And the stress eating in front of our kids teaches them that when things are rough, we eat. So, I've been sort of outlining what are my coping mechanisms for such a stressful event. One of them is reaching out to community and friends. And we are so blessed in this day and age that we have the internet. So even if we have to stay home and quarantine or just stay home and out of groups or whatever, we still can reach out on the internet and talk to other people. Another aspect of self care for me personally is to turn the news off. Okay. I know that we have a rapidly changing situation, but there is a point where our brains cannot comprehend this, you guys. And we are releasing a lot of cortisol and other stress hormones that are not good for us. And so I think it's important to get your information in a small amount. Check your information, maybe even limit that information to certain times of the day, and then do other things because we all have this life that we need to live, right? So, reaching out to community, limiting a lot of the input, the anxiety producing media that is honestly relentless. You can check in 24 hours a day. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so in the moment, we know what we need to do to take care of ourselves and stay safe and, avoid big crowds and wash your hands and don't touch your face, which I probably have already done tonight. But I also haven't been outside my house in a while. Um, Sunshine Blue says I live in Georgia and it's crazy right now. And the cool thing is, here's the cool thing. It's crazy everywhere. We're all going through this together. And instead of, lashing out, which my son Judah is working at a grocery store right now. He's working overtime and he has people yelling at him about there's no toilet paper, there's no water. He's like, I work the cash register, you know? So, instead practicing kindness and realizing that, this kid at the grocery store has no control over what is happening, and he is working to help provide services for us. This nurse at the hospital has no control over what is happening. She's just trying to take care of you and isolate the situation in the way that she has been told to. So, community, limiting the media to the point, where it's not so anxiety producing, being kind to others, um, practicing the things that, we've been instructed to practice as a country. We've been asked to do certain things to minimize what's going on out there. This is a time to maybe say, okay, I'm going to do this because I've been asked to do it. But I can just tell from the chat that, there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of grief involved right now because some of us are missing some of the events that we had planned to go to, some of the travel, that sort of thing, all in an effort to really save lives. And I think if we can get down to the core of what's happening, it really is to save lives. And we need to start with ourselves. And so I would say use this as a really good time to practice some self care. Journaling is so great for right now. Um, and don't let your self care go because we're talking about illness right now. And what is one of the best things we can do for ourselves right now? Take care of our bodies. And so practicing good hygiene, staying out of the big crowds, keeping healthy, taking care of our heart, getting exercise. There's lots of ways that we can exercise in the home without leaving the home. There's all these like awesome walk at home videos and workout videos that we can do that strengthen our heart and help us take care of our bodies. And guess what? Exercise reduces anxiety. So instead of sitting in front of CNN or Fox News or whatever you choose for hours and hours, getting up and saying, okay, I'm going to do a walk at home video. And then also reaching out to our loved ones. I think it's so important right now. I have loved ones all over the country, taking a minute to just reach out and say, hey, are you okay? And then passing on the knowledge that you have. maybe turn the news off, dad, mom, auntie, whoever. Turn the news off and let's talk for a little bit about something else. Participate in some things that you enjoy. I think if you're stuck at home, maybe you have a hobby or a craft or a book you want to read, this is the time to do it. So, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but as a nurse, I have been seeing my patients all week and they're very, very anxious. And these are young moms. And I have been reminding them to really stay calm, stay sober, stay kind, stay in touch, okay? And let people know if you're having a hard time in terms of mental health. This is a time to reach out to your community, to your family, to your healthcare providers if there's a mental health thing going on. I've had people reaching out to me saying they're having trouble eating and sleeping and they've been crying all day. And, it's a lot for us to handle emotionally. So, um, anyway, I see a lot in the chat and I wanted to let you all know I care about you and I'm praying for you. And please don't forget to take care of yourself. Put the Twinkies down. We still have access. Thank God we still have access. We can go to the grocery store and get some healthy food. Now, the line's going to be longer today, right? But we can still eat healthy, fresh food, which is such a blessing. I know Janice over on Facebook was reminding me of our ancestors who have been through so much more. And, they survived it. And we are so blessed in this country. We have so much. Um, let's take care of ourselves so we can take care of each other when we're called upon to take care of each other. So, um, oh, people are going to go do some Zumba workouts at home. I love that. Denise Simpson is watching the Hallmark Channel. That's fabulous. Body Project has a good workout video on YouTube. Oh, yes, I know True Treats, you're missing out. Daughter's senior year of high school. So there's a lot of going on. And we need to allow ourselves to grieve that. Grief is part of life, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you believe, because I think even grief can teach you something. Um, it's okay to be sad, but if you find yourself so sad that you can't get out of it and you're depressed and anxious, that's a mental health thing. Okay. And that needs to be addressed by a healthcare provider. So, definitely, just, monitor yourself, monitor. So, love you guys. Just wanted to say hi. I am still on plan. I'm broken out mostly from this QVC foundation that I bought. I bought this QVC foundation that has like glitter in it, and it has broken me out. So I have it off my face right now. But yeah, I'm still on program. I'm doing great. The meetings in our area, I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but we do have, as of today, some active cases of the virus. And so people are being asked to not be out in groups. And I think that that's probably a good idea. So, I think it's important for us to listen to our government officials right now, what they're asking us to do and doing it calmly. You know what I'm saying? So, love you guys. I know you guys are going through a lot over here in the chat. So, oh, Phyllis, I'm so sorry you're going through that, my friend. The chat has a lot of good information. I'm gonna let you guys look through that. But I'm here for you guys. I'm praying, and I do believe in prayer. And we're going through this together. It may not feel like it, but as a country, we are Americans, and we are going through this together. So don't forget that, even though you may be, in your own room or whatever. We are going through this together. And so my prayer is for everyone in this country And I hope you guys stay healthy and take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Even if you can't put your hands on them, that you can just be there either in thoughts or prayer or whatever your belief system is. It's important that you're there. And so you are important. And um, yeah, Videri 57, I understand. I fielded a lot of phone calls from my family today. We have a lot of family stuff going on as well. And it's important that we all just take a deep breath and we're in early days of a situation. We don't know how it's going to play out. Um, but just be kind to each other. You guys, please just be kind and reach out to your family and friends. And if you encounter somebody, try to have some patience because they may not know what's going on and they don't know how to fix it either. So we're all in this together. That's all I wanted to say. My kitchen's closed. Is your kitchen closed? And are you on plan? So let's remain on plan together. I think in times like this, we're like, "Psh, what does it matter? Bring me the cupcakes." It does matter. It actually does matter. Take care of your body, okay? You've only got one, you guys. You've only got one. If all of this isn't teaching you that, then I don't know what would. But you've got one body. Let's take care of our bodies. All right. Okay. True Treat says kitchen closed. All right, you guys. I will see you guys later. I'm going to weigh in tomorrow either at the center. I don't know if it's going to be open or here at home. I'll be on here tomorrow after weigh in to let you know what my weigh in is and just check in and take care, okay? Stay in orbit. Good night, you guys. Love you.